There are other problems too. It judders in town and the clutch gives up completely if it tries to do a full-ball standing start. That means the Vanquish has to wade into battle with one arm tied behind its back, and that's a problem. Because look what's attacking it these days. This is the new Ferrari 575, fitted here with an equally new sports handling pack. It costs about the same as the Aston, both for two-seaters, both for front-engine, rear-drive GT cars. Both do nearly 200 miles an hour, both do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. So which is the best? So, what's it like?
It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just a lovely machine. It's everything you expect from a Ferrari. And it gives you that slight frisson, you know, the slight nervousness, slight butterflies.
Is it scary?
Yeah. I mean, you have to pay it some respect. It's a prancing horse, you know. You don't actually feel completely comfortable in the car. You're enjoying driving it, but at the same time, you're very wary of losing concentration on it.
Well, I tell you what, you drive that now. I'll drive this.
Okay.
Meet up at the end, see what we think.
Okay.
And if I flash,
yeah,
okay, it means I want to come by. If you just pull over, just get out of the way, all right?
Right. Okay. And you really think that's going to happen, do you? What if I don't?
This has the same stupid gearbox as the Aston Martin, but unlike the Aston, you don't have to have it. You can save yourself £8,000, £8,000, and have a proper manual.
It's a little difficult to use words like awesome and very, very, very impressive when you're used to Formula One cars, because after that, everything else is a little bit sluggish. But for what it is, this is a very, very impressive beast.
And the nice thing is that you can dawdle around in this car, minding your own business, going slowly, and then just drop a gear and suddenly you're in Schumacher mode.
I like to hear the engine again. Take a listen to this. Now it feels like a sports car.
Then, with the driving over, we met up to make a decision.
The Ferrari.
And for me, Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's just more complete, somehow.
I think it gives you that shot of adrenaline, doesn't it, which...
Yeah, the Aston doesn't. And then there's the power of that Ferrari, which is just immense, isn't it?
I don't think I can remember ever having been in a road car where my head's been thrown back.
Really?
Where, you know, in second gear, it just is doing that with your head. I mean, that has got some serious acceleration on it. First of all, it has got 515 horsepower.
Yeah.
But
and the Aston's only got 460.
Yeah, and the Aston's a lot heavier. It's the one thing that kills acceleration is weight.
The thing is, though, there are certain aspects of the Vanquish that I'd quite like to see on the Ferrari. I love the way it looks.
And the sound.
And the noise.
Yeah. I have to say,
noise.
It actually disappointed me when it got back in the Ferrari.
Oh, you do?
I
You
couldn't hear anything.
Well, it sounds like a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
But if you could have those looks and the noise, and there's something that makes people like you more if you're in an Aston, I think you'd be allowed out of more side turns than you would if you had the Ferrari when you're a bit of a Schumacher.
And we don't want that.
Jeremy, you were doing 40 miles an hour there.
Absolutely, we never exceeded the speed limit once in the entire making of that film there. I have to say, though, it was, for me, one of the greatest days, honestly and truthfully. Ferrari, Aston Martin, sun shone, Damon Hill, it was just heaven. And what made it particularly exciting was that the local Isle of Wight radio station decided, in its wisdom, to broadcast the fact over the air that Damon and Jeremy were down there with an Aston and a Ferrari, and why don't you all go along and have a look? So I came around the corner at 40 in the Ferrari, and there he is with his hair greased down. I brought me over down for yourself. Oh, God. Anyway, we got the herd of them all off the road. It was just heaven.
But you
Great
love
day.
this, didn't you? You love the 575.
575 is a fabulous, fabulous car, but it must be stressed, the one that I drove there had the Fiorano handling pack on it, which transforms the car. Apparently, standard suspension, bit wallowy, bit soft.
But this one was spoiled. The Aston was spoiled.
Gearbox, just honestly.
Bad as that?
Oh, just ruins it. You just think, just change it, because it's affecting the second-hand values of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you went out with a slug of money, you'd struggle to buy a 575.
What's the waiting list on that now? It's
Well, list price, it's kind of 12, 18 months.
Really?
Yeah,
For
I mean,
that?
if you want to pay a premium, you can get one before. But with a Vanquish, I could get you one next week, list price.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that
and second hand, whilst you'll see them advertised at strong money, if you try to trade one in, it's a different story. There's stories of these cars going 6 months old with like 50 grand depreciation, so 170 new, 120 second hand.